All right, there we are. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all good now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Let me just turn this down. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Let me just get Discord up here as well. Let me get Discord up here. Let me have a look here. Muted. Should be all good now. Is it? You guys on Zoom can hear me all good. It should be Is it back? Audio and video. Awesome. Thank you, Bruno. Welcome back, everyone. If any of you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Been trading for the past 8 years and mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. Good to be back on with you guys. We had some great moves into the New York session yesterday. For you guys who were live on Fast Markets, I was live for the New York session with the guys and took an amazing 200 tick trade in about 8 minutes, which was a very, very, very nice position. But you can see here, gold this morning already has had a pretty decent sell-off. So we'll break it all down here this morning, guys. Before we do anything, let's have a look to see what we have on the calendar for the day before we jump into the technicals. Good morning, Coach Hoop. Appreciate you tuning in. Good to have you here. Let's have a look what we have for the day ahead, guys. Let me see. Main events for the day. What do we have? Let me just have a quick look at this. Quick look at the technicals here on gold. Make sure we're not missing anything. Interesting levels to watch here on gold. Interesting levels. A pretty decent sell-off in Asia today. Main events for the day. The American session, we will get a lot of lower tier releases like US import and export prices. You got housing market index. Nothing really. The focus remains today on the US-Iran negotiations as markets continue to position into the peace deal given the positive news reports and especially the lack of any Iranian retaliation to the US blockage. Everything points to a resolution and market is obviously not waiting for the actual fact to price that in, which we can clearly see because I don't know if any of you guys have been involved in the stock plays. Stocks have had a phenomenal run. An absolutely incredible one. I closed a Google trade yesterday, which was again like a huge day. Looks like we've streams lagging a bit. Let me just have a look here, guys. Internet's dropped off. Is it all good, bro? It seems it might be back up. Seems that it's a bit up and down. Let me just see if that helps it, guys. Euro longs getting activated. Nice. We can have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Goldie here. So, for you guys who were on Fast Markets yesterday, this was the trade that I took live with the guys buying gold up into these liquidity levels. And if you guys were also here yesterday on the London stream, this is where we were talking about buying gold up into some very nice highs. One thing we've been speaking about for all good, cool. Thank you, Bruno. One thing we've been speaking about for a while, guys, is gold coming up to liquidate all of these highs here. We've been calling these highs on gold for quite some time since gold was, all the way back down here on Monday. We've been talking about gold to come back up and retest the highs of the 8th of April. Well, finally, we have got there, which is about a 1,000 tick move, which is very, very, very nice. 1,000 ticks, 100 points for gold is huge, absolutely huge. Now, this is where gold gets interesting because we've actually if you guys remember, we had a huge trend line coming down like this. And we've now come up for every single point of that trend line, which brings in the question of where does gold go next from here? We've grabbed massive daily highs. We've grabbed weekly highs. Let me have a quick look at this daily chart. I know we closed nice and strong yesterday. What would the daily bias be today for these markets? It would be buying gold. Where would we be buying gold up into? Probably back up into the highs of the 8th of April. But now that we're already at the highs of the 8th of April, what do we do from here? Do we break back high? Do we break back? Well, I know the guys on Fast Markets said they have a gold analysis coming on Fast Markets today. So if you guys are around, I will be there as well. I think that'll be very interesting. And I kind of asked Andre the question to ask of what is going to be the catalyst for this next big move here on gold. Technically, are we going to have a bit of a pullback or are we going to start to break back high? I think if, the way I look at gold right now, and I know this is a much higher time frame outlook. We'll look for intraday trading opportunities in a second, but I just want to point this out. One thing you guys know that we love to trade on gold is these range plays. Now, what do we do with these range plays? What do? We come down, we tag the lows, then what do we typically do? We come for the highs. Do I think gold has the potential to run back to all-time highs? Maybe. Again, like I wanted to ask the question of, we would need to see something pretty major to see that big of a move. But it looks technically possible. Not anytime soon, but, you know, over the next couple of months, it looks pretty interesting. You can see here on gold, with the trade that I took yesterday, exactly the same thing. Here's your major range. You come down, you tag the lows of the range, you stop out any early buys. Then what do? You come to the highs of the range to also stop out any early sellers. So, two very interesting opportunities on gold. Now, did you guys get this long in Asia? Look at this for a long 30-minute morning star up into liquidity level. Did you guys get that in Asia? You guys who are trading Asia today, did you guys take that? Good morning, Aaron. Is your system also valid on the 1-minute chart? Good morning to you too. Technically, yes. I don't trade the 1-minute chart. To me, it's just a bit too much noise. But yes, you could trade my strategy on the 1-minute, on the 5-minute, on the monthly if you really wanted to. Yes, it's possible. I personally find that gold does move nicer on the higher time frame. Like my average hold time on gold is probably like 30 minutes to an hour. That's my sweet spot for gold. Yeah, we're sleeping. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, took 146. Nice. Great trade up. Liquidate highs. And now selling off back below. Now, one thing to watch here on gold is, you know, although we have had a decent sell-off here in Asia today, this is still nice support. I don't really want to be a seller here. Would I want to be a buyer below these previous hourly lows? Yeah, possible. We're below them hourly lows. Is that a potential reversal sign? Yes, but what did we also just do? We also just liquidate previous highs and actually close back below 48.50. So we're trading below 48.50, but we're also at some nice support. Ideally, I still, you know, this is a decent sell-off in Asia, but overall, I would be more comfortable buying gold today in London rather than selling gold. Why? Because we've already had this great push up, and to me, this could easily be a bit of a pullback. You know, if I was short in gold today, it would have been maybe back here in Asia. But now that we're down here, I think this is an interesting level to watch for potential reversal signs here, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to keep an eye and see if there's potential longs on gold. Maybe even just to retest that 48.50 before either breaking lower or we break back above. And who knows, you've got VWAP sitting around 48.59-ish as well. So there's some interesting levels here for the day, guys. Some interesting levels. I am open to pullback longs on gold. Look at this here on gold. What do we do here? Again, same thing. What do? We come up, we tag the highest point of the range, sell straight back below. Now, what have we just done here on gold? We've just come down, we've just hit the lows. So could we now maybe come and create a bit of a range back up at this high? Yep, I think it's possible. What would that range be? It'd be about 100 ticks. 100 ticks is all right. 100 ticks is all right. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, all. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Good morning. Nice. Haven't taken a trade today. Didn't like any of it. Yeah, I mean, it's good. That's good. That's good. Pull back to 48.20. Possible. 48.20 maybe. I think where we are right now is probably a stronger level to break. If we break this, then yeah, I think so. Back to them highs there. But I think in terms of thinking in the now, this is a pretty good support level to potentially look for some longs. I'm actually going to see if I can just take a small buy here on gold. I'm just give the longs a small shot here, guys. Small risk. I like this hourly low here. If it doesn't work, I'll wait for a deeper retracement. But to me, I'm going to give this a little bit of a shot. If I don't try and buy off this support and it bounces, I'm going to kick myself. So let me just give it a try, see how it works. So you could execute on the 1 minute and draw support and resistance on the 15. Maybe. Again, like I said, I don't trade the 15. I don't trade the 15. I also don't trade the 1 minute. So I can't really say too much because it's not something I've traded. But you know, give it a test. Give it a test. The way I like to trade is, I'm on my 50k. I meant to be here on my 100. That's all right. I like to do analysis. I'll have my daily bias. I'll have some, 30-minute, hourly direction or hourly breakouts, and then I'll use the lower time frame for execution. So reason for me wanting to give longs a buy here is we're below previous hourly lows. Look at this. We're below previous hourly lows, which could potentially be a liquidity grab. Let me just put it there. And we're at nice support. Big resistance, big support. So below hourly lows at nice support. So when I drop down to this 5 minute, I'm looking to execute based off that. I'm kind of just going to play a potential bit of a range here on gold. A bit of a range here. I want to just see if we bounce at these hourly lows. Good afternoon. What's going on, Sean? Yeah, euro longs. Yeah, we can have a look at the euro, guys. We'll look at euro. We'll look at the NQ. We can have a look at silver as well. Silver was on a great run yesterday. Silver was on a great run. Let me have a look here. This was silver in fast markets. Silver was on a huge run. Absolutely beautiful run. Let's have a look at the, you guys have a look at the euro. Euro longs. Let's have a look. We got London Open in about 15 minutes as well here, guys. Yes, I like euro longs. You got previous daily highs, which you haven't hit, which gold has already hit. You've had a huge break back above some major levels, which is also sitting right around. You got 1.18, which you've broken back above, which is a nice level. So yeah, euro longs overall today. I like that. I like that. I would see if, again, don't let me talk you out of any trades by any means. This is just my neutral outlook. I would see if you can come back down and retest Asia lows before getting back above. You may do something like this. Euro may come down, squeeze the lows, then maybe break back above, and then potential to follow. That's what I would be looking at on the euro. But again, if you're long, like I say, I'm not talking out of the position. That's just my completely neutral outlook. Yeah, been struggling to find targets today. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the best target on gold today was the target all the way back up at the 88s. From that previous daily high. Now, above them previous daily high, yeah, I agree, there's not much targets. That's why I'm kind of, this trade on gold, there's no clear targets. I'm also just looking for a bit of a pullback trade. Maybe we come back and retrace some of this Asia move, or maybe even pull back up into VWAP, which would be about 190-ish tick retracement, which I'm happy with. Now, the ranges are getting a little bit smaller on gold, so I could potentially scale into this trade. I would like to be in this for at least 2 micros, but if I'm going to scale in, I'd probably want to see London Open and a little bit of a breakout. Break back above 40s and I'll scale into this trade. Got 250 ticks into the highs. Yes, that was a that was a great trade. You guys trading Asia today, that was just a beautiful trade. It was a fantastic trade. Really nice trade. You had a, perfect trend line coming down, so you're buying up into the trend line. You had liquidated some major lows, and you had nice daily targets above. That was a really nice push. Really nice push. Good job to you guys who took that in Asia. It was a really good trade. Hi Aaron, how do you know we are in a major support level? I mean, depends what you mean by major support level. Like if I was saying a major support level, it'd be like a higher time frame level. So I'd say like this daily level here. Like this is a major level. Why? Because it's a much higher time frame level. We have huge support, huge resistance, support, big support, broke it, resistance squeeze lower, resistance push down, and right now it's resistance. So to me, this would be a major level. Why? Because it's a big higher time frame level. 5 minute support and resistance doesn't really mean too much. If I was looking at a, quote unquote major level, to me that would mean like a daily or 4-hour level, for example. Is there a way my graph can automatically show all session highs and lows, or just need to draw them myself? I would assume there's probably an indicator for it. I'm not 100% sure which one, but I would assume there's an indicator for it. I'm bringing my stop again a little bit. I personally like to just draw my levels on myself, but I'm sure you could probably find something. Oh, good old... Whoa. Look at that on gold. Holy. Look at that for a spike. What did we just wake up there? We talked about 84 ticks. Look at that for a... Good morning, gold. Look at that for a spike there, guys. Just wicked up about 84 ticks and started to wick back down below. Nice. This gives me more confidence you're going to see gold go higher now, because you're going to fill in that wick. Look at that for a spike. Who saw that? Wow, that was a quick spike. Let me show a quick look here. Look at that. On that 1 second chart, we just saw gold wick 43 ticks. I think it's probably the first time I've ever been on the 1 second chart, but that was pretty crazy. We start trading the 1 second chart. That was crazy. Look at that. So this is a potential management level here on gold. The thing I do like here is, you know, the more you reject from here, the more likely you get early sellers, the more likely you see gold potentially go higher. Yeah, 1 second, 1 second trend line come down, 1 second liquidity grab, 1 second breakout. Let me see, guys. I'm gonna go break even. I don't want to see this trade come back down. There's a pretty aggressive wick there on gold. So I'm trying to buy below these hourly lows based off an hourly morning star, but that was a pretty decent wick. Took 50 ticks. Thanks, Aaron. Nice, Anthony. Good job, man. Good job. Took the 50 ticks and ran. Nice work. 2 micros. Awesome work, Anthony. Good job. 2 micros. Well done. $100. Day done. Good man. Did you guys, any guys on YouTube or Zoom, did you guys tune into the fast market stream yesterday? Did you guys see me take that gold long? I took that long on gold and I was out 200 ticks in about 8 minutes. I had like 0 drawdown on that trade. It was here. This is the trade from fast markets yesterday. Here. Buying gold up into our major levels. I unfortunately only got it for 1 micro, but I did have it on one of my other XFAs, which I held for about 400 ticks. But it was still 200 ticks in like 8 minutes. I was like, man, I'm done for the day. I am done for the day. I would have loved it, like I said, I would have loved to have been in for more size, but again, we got to take what the markets give us. Let me see if I can show the one from yesterday too. I don't think I didn't post it yet, but let me see. This was the this is on one of my other XFAs. I don't know if you guys can see, but that was on one of my other XFAs. I was up like 400 ticks. So I took it on. I took 200 ticks on one of my XFAs, and I took 400 on another. And that was just a beautiful, beautiful trade. Got long and just trailing and trailing and trailing. This is the one I took on fast markets from here to here. This is one I took on my other XFA, just playing the whole move up. Because with these moves up here, I just don't like to sit and watch it. Like if you guys are wondering, why did you not show this on the Topstep stream? Because I don't want to watch it. If I was watching this, I would have talked myself out of the trade. But to me, this was based off an hourly time frame. So I wanted to hold it for like, you know, hour to potentially 2 hours. That was a very, very, very nice trade. A very nice trade. It's like a $700 trade, 2 micros. Beautiful. Beautiful. Job done. Hi. Hello. I am currently in EU short, targeting the Asia low. Should I hold it? I unfortunately can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do. Now, what I can say is what maybe I would be looking at. Depending on where you're short from, I think a nice short setup here would be selling this current 30, risking off the high. Yeah, I like this. Again, I can't say if you should or shouldn't hold, but do I think this is a nice short? Yeah, I think this is a nice short. The only thing I would be wary of here is that the daily is still bullish. So if I'm selling against the daily time frame, personally, I'm just open to managing risk more aggressive. Oh, there you go. I'm out there on gold, guys. I'm out there break even. That was a crazy spike. There could be potential ads, but I was really hoping we could just drive into that hourly close. I'm trying to buy on the 5-minute, anticipating a bit of an hourly morning star here. I'm out of break even there. Let's see if we get another entry, because you have just left the double top. That was a pretty crazy trade. That was a, what was that, like 70 ticks in a couple minutes straight back down. Nasdaq, yeah, we'll have a look at NQ as well. Absolutely. Let's let gold relax a little bit here. That was some pretty crazy manipulation there. That was some crazy volume. Look at that. In that 1 minute, we ripped up 70 ticks straight back down. Usually when you see these big spikes, you do get them wick fills. So there is still potential longs on the cards for me on gold here, guys. Potential longs on the cards. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, we can have a look at Nasdaq. Absolutely. Absolutely, we can have a look at Nasdaq. Did you guys take profit on that trade? I doubt it. It was a pretty crazy. I know Anthony did, which was amazing. Unless you had like a hard stop in. Took that trade. Nice night. Yep, super clean. Nice. Took 72 ticks, 5 micros. Done for the day. Nice, Peter. Good job. Good job. 72 ticks. Amazing. Oh, nice, Harry. 2 micros for me. Payout can be requested. Amazing, man. Amazing. Payout requested is fantastic. Good trade, dude. Nice. Yeah, I didn't like the word perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Thank you for that trade. I can now request my payout. That's amazing, Harry. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. Requesting the payout's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Amazing work. Absolutely amazing work. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's give Goldie a second here, guys. I was happy to take that morning star play below the hourly lows. We just kind of ripped up there and ripped down below. Now, one thing with this trade as well, guys, is I will post a video today breaking down the strategy behind buying and selling above previous hourly lows, because we've been doing it. I've been doing it a lot recently, and I've been having some very, very, very good risk to reward trades. You guys, I don't know if I've still got my positions here, but I don't think I do. As an example, so here's an example. So I will post a video today breaking down like these trades, how we bought here on the 5-minute and adapting the liquidity plan. Because like I said, we've been doing it a lot recently, and it's been giving great risk to reward trades. So I will post that later on today, probably after the stream. I will post that, going over how to adapt the liquidity plan to buy below these lows. And where's another example? That was one we took on stream. I think I'll delete them all off. There's been a few of them. Here again, you know, this one's not as good, but you know, buying below them hourly lows. There's been a few. I give a lot of live trade examples in the video as well, so I will try and post that today after the stream, because it's very important. Like another example would be buying down here, and an example was kind of right now, even though it didn't really work that well right now. This is another example of it. But the good thing about buying this low below these hourly lows is that you can manage risk so much quicker than trying to buy up here. So it's a very kind of something I've been watching for a while, but I've just started to implement more, is adapting the liquidity plan even more. And like I say, it's been, not only has it been given better risk rewards, it's been allowing me to be wrong fast, which is what I like. If I'm wrong and the hourly close is bearish, I'm wrong fast. So if you guys want to check out the channel, I'll post the link down on YouTube. I will post that later on today. We have hourly close coming in 5 minutes here, guys. The more this 5-minute pushes down, the more likely this hourly is to actually just close bearish. Which if we close bearish, then, you know, we'll reassess. We'll reassess. Yep, Nasdaq we'll have a look at, absolutely. We got hourly close coming in here as well. Hey Aaron, hello. I took the hourly doji short yesterday. End of New York, took an L. Was it valid for you? Let's have a look. I mean, straight off the bat, it doesn't sound valid. There's a few reasons why. End of New York. Maybe this one you took, maybe this short. Was it this short you took yesterday? One thing I will say is good job to you for actually saying you took a loss and owning it, because that's how we learn and that's how we get better. It's not about the loss, it's not about losing money. It's about being transparent and showing the wins and showing the losses and seeing how we can get better. Now, there's a few reasons as to why I wouldn't take this short, which I can absolutely share with you. I just don't understand. Is this a short that you took? Let me just see. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Okay. So there's a few reasons as to why I wouldn't take this short. Now, the main reason why, this is probably the biggest reason why I wouldn't take the short, and this is probably a question that you have to ask yourself, and that we always have to ask ourselves as traders. Why are we selling up here? Are we selling because it's an evening star? Or are we selling because it's a bit of potential FOMO because gold's already moved up so much that we didn't get the longs and we felt like we had to take something? That's the most important part with this trade. Is, are we shorting because we have a technical reason to short? Or are we shorting because we have a little bit of FOMO? Why could we potentially have FOMO? Because from highs to lows, at that point, gold's up 1,000 ticks. And if I haven't got any of that, then yeah, I would also feel the urge to want to short. Now, I personally wouldn't short it for that main reason, that gold, since the open from where you shorted, and again, like I say, I'm not saying it was a, a stupid trade or anything like that. Well, I appreciate you actually sharing the loss, because this is how we learn to get better. And for me personally, if I see gold up 1,000 ticks on the day, the daily candle is looking like this. Like the daily candle is looking very, very, this is how the daily candle is looking at that point. It's looking very, 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 very bullish. So do I want to try and call tops that high? Personally, no, I don't. What's important with these morning, evening star patterns is overall direction. My bias yesterday, which we kind of went over in London as well, was buying gold. So with that in mind, am I looking for evening stars to short, or am I looking for morning stars to buy? Well, my daily bias is bullish all the way up into these major highs here. So therefore, I'm looking for reversal long signs, which is the fake out plays and the morning stars. I'm personally not looking for evening stars to short. Now, like I say, I'm not saying you did short because of FOMO, but it's a question that I ask myself. If I see a market up 1,000 ticks and I get an urge to short, which I do, which is normal, that I have to add is normal, I just ask myself, if I got this long up, would I be taking a short right now? And most of the time, the answer is no. And if the answer is no, then that's the answer as to if I should be in a trade right now. That's what I always ask myself. Always, always, always ask myself. Am I shorting because I have a technical reason to short, or am I shorting because the market's moved up? I know I should have been in that. I didn't get it. So therefore, I'm trying to fight the markets. So yeah, personally, it's not a trade I would take for the simple fact that the markets are up 1,000 ticks, and I'm actually looking for more longs on gold. You can also see here kind of where you shorted. These were our other upside levels where, if gold's going to have a true sell-off, one thing to know with gold is it's going to come up and liquidate the highest point of the range, because that's what gold loves to do. So this is where you kind of get a lot of people trapped in, swing shorts, people trying to short here, risk off these highs. What does gold love to do? Loves to come up and manipulate the highs. And this is the exact reason that I was actually buying yesterday for about 400 tick move here, off that fact that people would be selling here, risking off these highs. And if these highs haven't been grabbed, that's exactly where I like to trade into. I like to trade into the fact that if gold hasn't grabbed the highs of the range, that's where that's my bias, which is longs. So, like I say, good job on actually sharing the shorts. Not just about sharing winners here. Share the losses, and that's how we learn to get better. So, yeah, for me personally, I wouldn't take that short. If I wanted to short gold this, I'd have to see a major breakout. I'll probably short the next day. So we got London Open here, guys. Let's have a look. We got London Open. We got gold closing bearish. So good management on that long there, guys. I was buying, anticipating that this hourly would leave more of a wick rejection and we could potentially buy. However, the hourly's actually just closed bearish. You closed below the lows. So now there's the possibility that gold does go lower. But this is where it gets a little bit tough, and this is where we'll have a look at some other markets. We'll look at silver and NQ instead, just because my concern with shorting gold right now is, look at these wick rejections. What do these wick rejections mean? These wick rejections mean on lower time frame support and resistance. That's what these really are. So my only concern with shorting gold right now is I'm selling into previous resistance, and it kind of comes all the way back down here as well. So if I'm selling gold, so yeah, we could come down and tag these lows. I'm not confident to short this low. Like I say, if I was shorting gold, 80, 48, 50, which I also probably wouldn't have taken, would be my ideal location. But yeah, I'm personally not going to short this, guys. I think this at any point can wick back above. So I'm kind of happy to stick to the plan. With that being said, though, let's have a look at NQ. Look at that euro short. Good call on the euro shorts there. Nice euro sell-off. Hard to find clear levels. Yes, I agree. But it's, again, it's no real surprise on gold right now, because if you guys have been following the calls this week, again, this is why daily bias is so important. This kind of goes back to the short yesterday as well. Again, I've already taken one trade here, guys. I want to teach you something and show you what happens on these markets even when we're not here, because that's the whole purpose here. Now, there's another reason as to why I wouldn't short here. Now, when I see, again, I was buying this day. I made great money buying this day. Bought this day here. Now, if you didn't buy this day for whatever reason, that's fine. But when you come onto the charts the next day, if I let's just clear this up for a second. If we get rid of this, let's pretend this hasn't happened yet. Whenever I jump onto the charts and I see a daily candle hitting lows and closing bullish, my bias coming into the next day, guys, is just longs all day long. I'm buying gold all day long. I'm not selling against this daily candle closure. So this is another reason why the daily bias yesterday was so strong that I would just be buying at any opportunity and wouldn't even be considering shorts on this candle. Because if you were just following the markets instead of trying to fight them, you know, you see it tag lows, close bullish, you know, this day moved up 1,000 ticks. If you took half of this day or a quarter of this day, you made great money yesterday. Now, this is where the daily bias gets interesting. The daily bias yesterday would be buying up into these highs here. Well, now we have done that. We've came down, we've hit the lows, and we've now hit the highs. So this is where gold does get a bit tough. However, you know, when you maximize these days, you know, the markets have moved 1,700 ticks. When you come onto charts today, you can be a little bit more neutral. But if you didn't maximize their moves, then you have to go back and reflect and understand why. Because they were really, really, really nice trades. Really nice trades. I still like this on gold, guys. If gold breaks back above here, I'm gonna buy it again. Now look at this on NQ. NQ is an absolute phenomenal example of a break back higher and a daily bias again. This is where we've been talking about NQ to come all the way back up and liquidate the highs on the 25th of February. Again, have made fantastic returns buying stocks. You got NQ from the lows back up 13%. 13% you're back up here on the Nasdaq, which is huge. So could you be coming for a big run to tap into some all-time highs before maybe overall bigger sell-offs? I would say so. Again, it's a market that I absolutely wouldn't want to be selling. I'd want to be continuing to buy. Why? Because I know that's the easy trade, and I want the easy trades. I don't want to be fighting these markets. I want to be following these markets. So for me, again, I don't trade Nasdaq, but coming into yesterday, coming into today, I would just be looking for long setups. Why? Well, if I try and short and price keeps pushing up, I'm going to look back and I'm going to go, why on earth was I trying to short? The markets have been bullish, and that's going to send me on tilt. So Nasdaq again, personally, I would just look to continue buying. I would look to continue buying. Let's have a look, Tom. There's a trade idea. Yes, I like that, Tom. I like that. The only concern with that trade is the fact that the daily was very bullish. But the nice thing is, you know, you did let price tag highs and close bearish. So if I really wanted to sell gold, I would be selling here on the closure of this candle, because this candle tagged highs, closed bearish, so then I would take the short. And I'd be risking off this high here. But again, the only thing with shorting is I would manage very aggressively just because I know the daily time frame is overall bullish. Like, I'd much rather take this trade because it's following the markets, but this is still a valid trade. You know, you've tagged highs, you've closed back below. Maybe you have price to come down and retest some levels, absolutely. But whenever I'm shorting against the daily bias, I just want to be managing more aggressively. But still, I like that trade. It was absolutely worth a shot. Absolutely worth a shot. Audio not in sync. Oh no, really? That's not good. It says the stream is good. It did. I think it did go down for a little bit, but it says it's back up. Yeah, breaking would be smart. Yep, definitely. Is it back, Bruno? It's all good. Oil Morningstar, nice. We'll have a look. So, NQ guys, I would again like to continue buying. Gold, I'm still watching for these longs. Let's have a look at crude. Let's have a look. Crude Morningstar. Let's see. So, let's get rid of all this analysis on crude for a second. Let's do some. It's good after a refresh. Cool. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you. So. Yeah, oil, again, I'd like oil to come back down to the lows of about 84s. I like oil to come back down to 84s overall. I don't day trade oil, but we've had some great swing trades in oil. Actually, one thing here, guys, let me just have a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin was looking for a nice, long for a nice breakout yesterday. Didn't quite close above 75. That's all right. I mean, yeah, with crude, with that being said, it is still major support right here. So could there be an intraday bounce from these levels? Yeah, I would say so. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What are we doing here on crude? So we've had that tag of some major highs. Huge sell-off back below. Now we're right back down at the $90 region. Could you come back up and retrace some of this move? Look at this, same as gold. What do? Come up, tag the highs, you sell off. Come up, tag the highs, sell off. Come down, tag the lows. Could you now get that bit of a pullback? Maybe. If we were to measure from the highs to the lows. Nice and colorful Fibonacci there, look at that. Even to come back to about 50%, right around that 92.50, 93. Yeah, that could be a potential retracement. Overall though, I would ideally like to be selling crude. I like crude back down into 85s and 84s. That's overall though. Intraday, could you have a bit of a retracement? Yeah, if I say in a retracement here on crude, it would be back up into about 95, which would take you nicely back up to these highs here as well. So definitely one to watch. Oh, look at this on gold, guys. Gold's trying to get me back in these longs here. Trying to get me back in these longs. Sammy's looking at me, giving me puppy eyes. Staring at me out the corner of his eye. He's like, the markets are raging. Let's go to the beach. So we gotta wait, Sammy. We gotta wait, buddy. Let's have a look at silver here as well, guys. Silver was a great run yesterday. Again, silver same as gold. Look at this, guys, from yesterday. What did we do yesterday? Came down, tagged the lows. Then what do we do? Come right back for the highs. Again, silver buying. This was a fantastic move, an absolute fantastic move. I was watching this and I was really considering buying silver over gold, but I was like, I can't cheat on gold like that. But silver ended up having a really nice move. Really, really nice move. Massive break back higher. So silver, where do we go from here? Let me have a quick look at gold. We got time. We got time. Time to move out of Jersey. Tiredness got me out of that 250 tick move at 130. What did you have, Ben? Did you have some longs? The longs in Asia. Yeah, Asia has been having some great moves, man. The good thing is, Ben, at least you're watching the moves, because when you move to America, man, you'll be able to get the Asian moves fantastically. When I go back to Australia, I'm looking forward to trading some of these Asian moves as well, because you've been having great moves. Really, really, really nice moves. Again, silver, interesting outlook. Let's do some fresh analysis here as well, guys, because we've got some major levels. Can't wait. Yeah, 100%, man. That's why it's good to, like I say, if you're not capitalizing on the Asian moves right now because it's so late, at least you're seeing it happen, man, because you'll be able to watch it soon. No, still be London, Mike. Yeah, unfortunately, still be London. Always got to be on the Londons. So, watch the Asia volume die down when you move back. Yeah, that'll just be my luck. But to be fair, we will be getting close to summer months. Summer months, it could get quieter. It could get quieter. Ah, no way, Harry. Nice. I'll be there as well. 24 hours, 5 days a week streams. I don't get to live. Let's have a look. Silver again. Look at this, guys. What was the silver bias yesterday? You came down, tag lows, close bullish. Again, huge opportunities on gold and silver yesterday. Buying all day long. Look at that push. Where would you be buying up into? All the way back up into these highs here. Now, again, in terms of what can we see today, guys, I think it could be a little bit of a doji day. As much as I don't want it to be, it could be a doji day. Why? Well, because you've already had this great run up, which was we called perfectly. We called this yesterday in London Open. We called it on even the days before. We were all the way back down here at the weekly open. Now you're kind of stuck in between $80 on silver and around 78.5-ish is where I do believe you could create a big range. Now that's, again, like I said, that's not to say we can't get intraday trading opportunities. We can't write off the whole entire day. But I'm just saying, guys, don't, yesterday, No, yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday have been great breakout days. Absolutely amazing breakout days. Holding big breakout trades like this, like 400 ticks on my Topstep account, a couple of hundred on the personal. Today, the expectation is just more of a range day. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean we can't trade. I'm just saying I won't be holding for big breakout trades today because the big breakouts have already been and gone. Been and gone. Been and gone. So now I'll be looking to just play more ranges. If you take 100 ticks, 200 ticks, fantastic. I'm more than happy with that. But today I won't be holding for some sort of big breakout trade. Silver is a little bit messy here though because you do have support right here. And you're kind of trapped at resistance right here around 79,700 as well. I think gold's going to be nicer here today. If silver breaks this support, fantastic. You may get pullbacks all the way back down to these highs at around 78,250. But in here, I would be careful. Will you travel around on your way back to Oz, or is it too awkward to bring in Sammy? Yeah. Unfortunately, oh look at this gold getting back above. May have some gold longs here in a second, guys. Yeah, it's very difficult with Sammy. Unfortunately, even just traveling around Europe has been very, 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 very tough. But yeah, the process to get back to Australia is a mission, so it's like a 2 to 3 month long process. Well, more than that. We've been trying to sort it out for ages, but the next 2 months, yeah, we kind of have to be in the same place. We have to be in the same place. Even traveling Europe with a Sammy is actually really difficult. Much more difficult than we were expecting. Like even booking trains and cars, etc. Yeah, it's very, very hard. I might get gold longs another chance here in a second, guys. Obviously, I'm trying to buy gold back up into this 48.50. I like the way we're breaking back above. Quick little pullback, and I'm see if there's some more longs here. When you get payouts, do you use Wise? Yes, I use Wise for all of the payouts. Yes, it's super easy to use. Set up a Wise account. You put in your Wise email when you request the payout from Topstep, straight to your Wise account. Super easy, man. I use Wise for all my payouts. Let's see if we get a bit of a pullback here. I may see if there's some longs. Let me see. I'm just buy one here. See if I can buy one. I'm gonna risk about $60. I'm trying to get this pullback higher. If I can get in for 2 micros, fantastic. If we maybe form this sort of head and shoulders, great. I'll give it another chance. But I'm really trying to see if we can get this volume on gold to have this pullback. We got the break even on the initial longs, which was a good trade. We hit like 70 plus ticks. Now let's see if we can get back in here. We may have a bit of an hourly fake out play. Hourly fake out play. The reason I'm not selling gold, which I have kind of said from the start, is because we're at this big support. I want to be buying gold from here, not selling gold. If we can pull back down to like 35, I will take another trade, another contract here. I would like to be in this for at least 2 micros like this. Let's see. Should have managed. Yeah, I had to manage the first trade. When it's up that much, I wouldn't want to see that trade come back down. All right, there we go. I'm going to take one more buy here on gold. I'm in this for, let me change this to dollars so we can see the dollar risk. I'm risking about maybe $200-ish here. So my max risk for London, $300-ish. If it comes straight back down below, let me just put it below this 5 low just to be safe. 128. If it comes straight back down, that's fine. I will probably wait for New York. Would you take longs? Would you take these longs even though we rejected off the higher time frame resistance after the buys? You're kind of that's the tough thing about gold. You're kind of doing both right now. Like you hit highs, you sold off, but I'm trying to buy below these hourly lows, anticipating this hourly is gonna have a nice wick rejection. All I'm really looking for is just kind of, we're at this big hourly support, and I'm kind of thinking if I was going to get a short on gold, you know, maybe let's see gold's going to have a deep retracement. Where would I want to get short? Well, I'd probably want to get short if we can come back up here, and then maybe get short. So for London, all I'm really looking to do is to try and take advantage of this, because that's all I can really see London doing right now. But yeah, if I was going to get short on gold, I would only be getting short from around like 48.50. Let me see here, guys. If this 5-minute closes straight back down below, I will just potentially manage. I would get too chopped up here in London before maybe we get some better volume in New York. Because every time we've been on fast markets, every single Tuesday the past like 3-4 weeks, I've had great winning trades and just so much clean volume. I don't want to see London. I don't want to see London chop too much because I don't want to drain the mental capital before maybe a nice opportunity comes later on. We'll see. We'll see. I will stick with about like 140, 150 risky if London, and that'll be it. That'll be it. You're on good form on Topstep TV. It's just honestly, it's just the New York volume. Like 200 ticks in 5 minutes. It's like here. It was just great breakout, pullback, like easy trade, just easy trades. And yeah, unfortunately, London just hasn't been given the easiest of trades. If there has been easy trades in London, it's been pre-London. No, I'm just gonna close that weight there, guys. Minus $78. I don't like that. You're closing above, you're closing straight back below. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna wait. Minus $85. I'm happy to wait. I don't want to chase these markets. I think if we're gonna get that pullback on gold, it's probably gonna come closer to like maybe 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I don't like the way we're wicking back above, then wicking back down below. Previous hour, we did also close bearish, so have to manage aggressively. You kind of see, look here, we got resistance right here, and we also have support here. So trading 2 micros, for me, cutting that at minus $85, that's I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. If I want a re-entry, yeah, I would just wait for probably maybe pre-New York, to be honest, guys. Pre-New York or unless London all of a sudden does get some great volume, cool, I'll try and follow it, but I'm gonna wait for a nicer breakout now. Like I say, I do believe this hourly is gonna hold these lows, but maybe it's just best to wait for it. Yeah, that was very true, Sean. Yeah. As soon as I took the longs yesterday, people were trying to short, and as I said, don't. I was actually saying on the Topstep stream, don't sell gold, and he ended up ripping much higher as well. The reason I was saying don't short gold is because the hourly was still breaking out. Doesn't matter what the 5 minutes telling you, the hourly was still breaking out. It ended up being a great push. All right, let's see. 5 minute close back bearish. Let's wait for the 30-minute close. If we get a bit of a 30-minute morning star like this, there's a potential to give it one more chance. Risk off the lows, trying to get that long, because the range is worth it. 150 ticks, 2 micros, $300 trade, it's worth it. The manipulation move on the long you took, because it didn't hit the target above. How do you talk to yourself? Because my mindset falls into thinking that, okay, good trade, but did it follow my plan? You mean for this one here, this one? You mean for this trade here? I'm not sure what you mean. Didn't hit target. Your mindset falls into thinking, okay, good trade, but did it follow my plan? Yeah, this trade absolutely followed the plan. I'm not 100% sure what you mean, man. This trade was following the plan perfectly. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. Just because it didn't hit the targets yet doesn't mean it wasn't a good trade. Like, this is absolutely a valid trade. I'd take this trade time and time and time again. If your mindset thinks, okay, good trade, but did it follow my plan, then yeah, that's the best way to think. This was a good trade. Even though it hasn't hit the targets yet, that's still... This trade here was much nicer than this trade, that's for sure. But yes, this is still a valid trade, absolutely. You just manage the risk more aggressively. Why? Because the hourly is still breaking back below some levels. So it's still a good trade. You just manage. Like, if this had just ripped up, we would be looking back and go, oh yeah, that was a nice trade. You tagged hourly lows, you broke back above, cool, good trade. For gold right now, guys, I'll probably want to see a little bit of a liquidity wick, then a closure back above. You've got a lot of equal lows down here right now. So maybe grab some lows, break back above, and then cool. I'll see if I can take it. One break even and one small loss here for me. 2 trades, minus $85. Both trades, direction didn't play out. So to have 2 trades and only be minus $85 is very good. At any point, I make back $85 and some with some good volume. But we're going to wait for the volume. We're going to let the markets come to us. Let's have a look here. You got silver trying to bounce as well. You got NQ not really doing too much. You got the euro. Yeah, also euro also trying to push lower. I don't think gold's looking the nicest for actual new opportunities. Let me see. Yeah, this is a great trade. Yeah, but this is the trade that we looked at this morning as well. Yes, personally probably closed a bit too early. The targets for this trade, where are we? So where do you have long? You were long on the 30-minute morning star, which was a beautiful trade. For me, for this trade, I wouldn't have closed here. The next target on gold was an easy target of here. Like I would be holding up there minimum. So if you took this and you were up like 150 ticks, you did leave over 100 on the table. So for me personally, yeah, this was actually entry-wise fantastic. The targets for this trade would have been all the way back up there. That was our last point of the major trend line that had been coming down. But yeah, entry-wise, fantastic. That's a perfect morning star play. Morning star play, bullish daily bias, fantastic. And that's the most important part with that trade in Asia, which is a very nice trade. It's much nicer than this move here. Is the daily bias was bullish. You have clear targets above, 30-minute morning star, job done. Job done. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. We've got 30-minute close coming in 5 minutes. I want to see a bit of a liquidity wick here on gold. Do you ever use the 1,000 tick chart to trade? I see Dakota using it a lot and recently started using it. It seems pretty good to me. No, I don't. Again, it's not something you can't use, but no, for me personally, I don't use a tick chart. I like the price charts here. Sorry, time-based charts here. But you can do whatever you find works, but just be consistent with it. That's all. Whichever you want to test or use, the biggest thing is just to be consistent with it. But no, for me personally, I have never used the tick chart. I have to take a picture and upload it of Sammy on X. Sammy's just like fast asleep in the pillows. We've got a 30-minute close coming in soon here, guys. I want to see this. I want to see this 30-minute close to see if we can form a bit of a morning star. We form a bit of a morning star. I'm going to give longs another try. Thanks. I could see in hindsight that I could have locked further to the left before I set my targets. Yeah, definitely. Because the next target on gold, yeah, was them highs to the left was a... Like when I come onto the charts today, I'd be looking on my daily chart. Where would my targets be for the day? Here. That would be my easy targets. So once I've got these targets on my chart, then I would drop down to my lower time frame and then start looking for opportunities into that target. Again, that's why higher time frame is very key for gold. Very key. I know we're not swing trading, but still, it's very important. What type of trader would you describe yourself according to the factors / strategy? Strategy wise, I am a liquidity price action trader. All of my concepts are based off my liquidity plan, and then I'm using price action to enter into the trades. Look at that good quick exit there on gold, guys. Minus $80 straight back down. So again, good exit on both of these trades. I'm not selling gold because you're at major support, but at least we're not holding unnecessary losses. Happy to give it a shot. Once you kind of broke back above, you broke back below, cool, close the trade and wait. 2 trades, minus $85. If I didn't manage both of them trades, they would have both been losing trades. That was the first trade like this. Managed that trade, took the break even. This was the second trade. Also managed that trade, and now you're right back down. So 2 perfect management points there. A market maker. yeah, true, yeah. How do you describe yourself as a trader? An absolute market maker. A gold wizard market maker. If we do break back above here, guys, like I say, buys back above 80, 48, 36, I'm happy to give gold a shot. I believe you're going to pull all the way back up into this VWAP, right back up into at least 48.50. Got to head off. Thank you for the stream, Aaron. Nice one, Peter. Appreciate you tuning in. Catch you next time. Got me in photo. Never had that, man. That's crazy. I never had that. Cheers, mate. Catch you tomorrow. Yep, you too, man. You too. No, I've never seen that error. Locked out due to risk. Yeah, I've never seen that, man. Never seen that. Let's see. Gold still squeezing down. Euro trying to get back higher. Let's see. Is silver the play? Is silver doing much? Not really. We're doing two. Again, silver does still look nice for longs. You got a bit of a trend line coming down. More people trying to short. More reason to see silver long. So I know silver is in a bit of a messy range here. But again, I like silver back up into like this 80 region as well. Silver to come back up into this 80 region. Looks nice. They're shaping up, guys. They're shaping up. I do think we get these longs today. Just whether or not we have the volume to do it here in London. We'll see. We got time, guys. We got 30-minute close coming in 2 minutes. 30-minute close in 2 minutes. Morningstar and NQ 30-minute. Could you look? Yes, absolutely. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's go to the other chart here. Absolutely, we can have a look. Excuse me, that's sneeze. Maybe not. Nope. Silver's 30-minute morning. Sorry, NQ kind of. The only thing with NQ is this is a huge liquidity wick. This is why NQ is a little bit tough for London. That's a huge liquidity wick. You've just wicked up some highs. You're trying to sell off back below. I would be skeptical buying NQ here, personally. I would be skeptical buying here. Yeah, definitely. Could it be a potential double bottom on silver? Yes, 100%. 100%. I was kind of looking at that too. It could be, but I would also see if you break out, you can just push from there. Because although you haven't grabbed these lows down here, you are still grabbing some lows. But is there this? Yes, absolutely. So maybe on silver, you pull back into the highs. And then maybe you come down and target that double bottom. Or if you target the lows first, then maybe then you buy for that pullback. But right now, I would be looking for the pullback longs more. All right, 30-minute close here. Let's have a look. Bit of a morning star play here on Goldie, guys. I'm going to give this gold trade one more chance. One more chance here on Goldie. Let's see if we can be good here. This is my final chance for London, guys. I like that 30-minute morning star play. You've just, look at this. Tagged lows. Wicked all the way right back above. Instant bottom wick here on this 30. I'm happy to give this one more chance. And we're trying to get this pullback, like I say, all the way back up into this VWAP. I'm going to keep my stop on that 30-minute low. I want to see this 30-minute wick back above and try and come for these longs. This will be my last chance for London here, guys. Last chance for London. Also, nice breakout on silver as well. Just came down, tagged lows, closed bullish, instant bottom wick. So there's no top wick on this 30, meaning it can be created at any point, which would be a good management point. But on gold, I'll look to manage around 48, 48. But we're trying to play this up for a much deeper push. Where's the analysis gone here? There's the analysis. Here we go. And keep my stop at the 30-minute lows. Here goes. When the markets are really slow, but with a good bias, do you ever go below the 30-minute time frame? Not really. If the markets are slow and ranging, one of the worst things you can do is go to the lower time frame and start trying to pick trade, because that's when you can like really get chopped up. Like if I see a 30-minute range or an hourly range, like that's where I want to be really careful. Like in here, if you try and trade the 5-minute in here, you can get chopped up all day long. All day long. So personally, no. Same as like in here, for example, if you try and trade the 5-minute in here, you know, that's where you can get chopped up all day long. So for me, you know, it depends on the height. Like I guess now you could say isn't gold ranging now? I mean, a little bit on the 5-minute, but higher time frame, no. To me, gold's not ranging. You had this nice push down, you're at nice support. I'm happy to take it. But if I see the hourly chopping around, then yeah, the worst thing you can do is look on the lower time frame for justification for poor quality trade. So no, I personally don't. If my 30 minutes ranging, my 30 minutes ranging, I'm enjoying my morning until it breaks out. You still in Spain now? Yes, still in Spain, man. Still in Spain. I'll be in Spain for the next 2 months or so. Next couple of months. You just create that top wick on the 30-minute. Let's see if Goldie's going to wake up and be good here, guys. See if the patience is going to pay here. I'm actually going to set this to... I'm actually going to just for the day. It doesn't really matter too much, but I'm going to set this at... look, liquidate and block. Remember, guys, set the risk management settings for the day. For me personally, I don't want to lose any more than $500 in this 50k. Why? Because I'm almost a day away from payout on this account. So keep the risk settings at -500 there, guys. Remember, before you start the day, first thing you guys want to be doing, come on here, lock in your risk settings, and eliminate all potential tilting and blowing accounts. I said this in Discord yesterday. If you guys are still blowing accounts and you're not using the risk management features built in, then you have to take accountability and start using them. Because we have everything here to save ourselves from losing and tilting. Not losing, but tilting and blowing accounts. I wish we had everything to stop ourselves from losing at all. That would be nice. But to be honest, if this trade doesn't work out, I'll probably just lock out this 50 and maybe trade the 100 into New York. Come on, Goldie. Where's the volume? Silver also looking nice for longs. NQ, NQ, NQ. NQ trying to get back above as well. Kind of just tags some lows, holding support, holding resistance, not really doing too much. Yeah, I've actually never used it, Mikey. I haven't used it, man. Never used it. Let's see if the patience is going to pay here, guys. See if the patience is going to pay. I'm keeping my stops at, yeah, about $132 risky, guys. Trying to buy into this 30-minute close. Let me go back. Let's see, Goldie. Let's see. See if we're going to be good to us here. See if we're going to be good to us. We've been very patient this morning. Very patient. See if we're going to wake up here. Targets for the gold trade. I already went over the targets. I am looking for gold to come up and at least retest 48.50 and back up into VWAP around 48.56s. That's where we're looking for. Looking for something like this. Price to come up and have a deep retracement here in gold. At least I would say 48.50. 48.50, I may even take it off depending on how we react there. It depends on how also the hourly candle closes. Right now I'm buying into this hourly close. So my targets will just be based off how the hourly candle closes. But my thought process is, you know, if gold's going to have a sell-off, we'll at least come up and squeeze out some highs before potentially selling off. So either on gold we do, you know, we might come up and we might do something like this and then sell off, or we just break above and keep pushing higher. Well, I want to be reacting to the fact that I do believe gold does need a bit of a retracement either way. And I'm trying to buy, anticipating a bit of an hourly morning star play here. But who knows, you could even maybe come back up and retest the breakout level from Asia, you know, around 60s. Like I say, the real key here for this trade will be depending on how the hourly candle closes. If it closes bearish and closes below the lows, then I'll cut the trade. But if it breaks back above and forms like a nice morning star, then, you know, I'll buy into that 9 AM candle and also kind of just see how 9 AM closes. But you guys can see here the reason for this trade: hourly morning star at a nice level of resistance, broke above, and I'm anticipating it's going to hold a support for a little bit of a retracement. If it does break, then who knows? You could see gold coming they'll be back down to 48.10s, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In terms of trading what we see right now, we've got big resistance, nice support. We've also just liquidated our lows and trying to get back above. So management would be the current hourly on the next hour. So let's mark that on there. Current hourly would manage on the next hour. Let's drop down to the 5, see what we're doing. You can see it's, 5 minutes. Very, 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 very slow here. Very, very, very slow. Goldie's gone to sleep. I'll upload a picture on X of Sammy after. Sammy is like gold right now. Sleeping. Also, remember guys, silver longs, I do like silver longs as well. Silver longs up into 80 as well. Yeah, definitely, Sean. Yeah, definitely. I want to see this 30 minute start to get back above. This, I mean, to be honest, this 30 minute could also close doji. If this 30 minute closed doji, I don't mind too much because it's the last 30 of the hourly. As long as the hourly closed doji, I'm happy to hold the trade. But if this trade doesn't work out and we do re-break the lows, I will be locking out this account for the day. How long did it take it to hit my account? I'm not 100% sure the exact timing, but it's very, very, very quick. It won't just go into your Wise account. You'll get an email, then you have to claim the money, and then it'll go into your Wise account. You'll get an email saying that you've received some money, and then you claim it, and then it will go in. So you just have to make sure you claim it first. Yeah, you get, it will come through to your Wise, and you'll claim the money, and then you'll have it in your account very quick. Very quick. Come on, Goldie. What are we up to? What are we up to here? Patience is testing us today, guys. But we're hanging out here. I'm happy to, as long as this trade doesn't close aggressively below, I'm happy to just hold and chill. If you guys have any questions about, you know, travel, trading, any other markets, you know, feel free to send it over, guys. We're just waiting for gold to play out here. 20 minutes until this hourly close as well. Yeah, good way to practice patience. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Come to Ireland, yes. So lucky, man. I went to Ireland last year actually. For the first time. Bro, have a look at the, please. Let's have a look. Wait, Swiss franc. Wow, I haven't looked at the Swiss franc in a while. Swiss franc. Wow, you guys are trading all the currencies here. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much identical to the euro. I personally would just trade one or the other. It was pretty much identical. Daily broke out nicely. Starting to break back highs. So yeah, same as Swiss franc, same as euro. I'd be looking to long up into previous daily highs. Looks good to me. How do you like it? Yeah, it was good, man. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, I saw that. You can now change the order filled audio and the stop audio, which is pretty funny. I should probably do that. Favorite country I've traveled to? That's a good question. We were thinking about this the other day. I honestly don't know because there's so many different countries that I like for so many different reasons. I honestly couldn't give a favorite country. It's too hard to say. I like so many different places for so many different reasons. Where is it? How do we change the noise? Oh, there you go. Look at this. Yeah, so you can change the you can change all of these now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I like so many different places for loads of different reasons. Yeah, I honestly don't have a favorite country. Well, I do, because it's where I want to live, as Australia. All in all, Australia is my favorite country. Yeah, yeah, 100% Sam, I agree. Yeah, obviously, if I had to say, it's like, where, out of everywhere I've traveled to, where's the most livable place? Yeah, Australia by a long shot. Isn't that right? Australia just has beautiful weather, beautiful lifestyle, beautiful beaches. All in all, it's probably the place that I like the most. But I think, like I said, there's I love loads of I like loads of different places. I love traveling around Asia. I love traveling around Europe. New Zealand's beautiful as well. Hey Aaron, your hour close consideration, does it wiggle at the top of the hour, often negatively impact your trading plan? Sometimes I close ahead of the hour. No, that's exactly what gold wants you to do. It depends on what, like, for me, this trade's based off buying into this hourly close, so I'm just going to wait for it. If you close your trade right before the hourly close, that's exactly what gold wants to do. Yeah, that's where gold traps people out all the time. You could see gold looking so bearish, you could be buying 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes before the hourly close, it can wick all the way back above. And that's when you end up just getting stopped out, and then you all of a sudden start chasing. So, no, for me personally, into the hourly close, I'm just letting the hourly close. Like right now, it's not that close. You still got 15 minutes, but like 5 minutes before the hourly close, no, that's where gold loves to manipulate the most, to be honest. Sometimes you can go, I don't like this trade, it's doing this or it's doing that. You cut the trade right before the hourly close, it does exactly what you want. Gold does that all the time. All the time. Yeah, nice kid. Mortal Kombat Flawless Victory, nice. It's pretty funny, you can change the, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to change the sounds. We're just kind of chopping around here and go, guys. We're not really doing too much this morning. Like I say, I do like the longs today, but these ranges are just very, 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 very choppy. Super choppy. I like gold longs into 48.50, but you can see here there's just not a lot of volume. You should record your voice saying order filled, stop filled, then share it with us. Maybe nice. Yeah, we'll record like come on gold as well. Let's go Goldie. We'll do that. Done deal. Done deal. Let's see. Gold coming low here, guys. If it stops me out, that's fine. I will lock out this account for the day. I'll take the $200-300 loss, no problem. Yep, nice one, Corey. Catch you later, man. Same for me. If I get stopped down this trade, guys, I will just wait for New York and just trade a different account. We're just super, super choppy. Already hear Aaron's voice the live day. Yeah, you already probably hear my voice enough. You probably don't want to hear my voice even more. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. Coming back low here, guys. Wicking back above, wicking down, wicking above. I'm really just trying to hold into this hourly close. Unless it stops me out, I just want to hold into this hourly close, you guys. If it wicks me out, that's fine. I accept the risk. Accept the risk, accept the trade. We can't win them all. We had some great trades recently on gold. You can't win them all. If it doesn't work out, who cares? Just another trade. Just another trade. Now, one thing to watch though is if this does just keep selling off here, then the hourly won't be forming that reversal sign. Therefore, you may come lower. You may come lower. So the reason I don't want to risk off any more than this hourly low is because if we create a new low here on gold, there's potential to come lower. Which, so of course, there's no reason to just, you know, have a crazy huge stop loss. We can have it on the current hourly low. Because if that gets broken, the trade's no longer valid. Therefore, you'll probably wait till maybe pre-New York. Which is what I'll be doing here. If this trade doesn't work, I will wait closer to pre-New York. But if you guys are an ex member, drop me a follow at the Aaron Trades, because I will post the outcome of this trade on there as well. Win or loss, I'll post the outcome there. How many funds do you have? I have about, I think about 4 here. About 4. I've got some other combines in the background that I just haven't had the time to focus on to pass. But I'm really just trading like, honestly, like 1 to 2 at the minute, 2, 3 sometimes. I have my, to be honest, I'm supposed to be on my 100k right now. That's my main account. My 100k is eligible for a payout, but I want to build it up a little bit more. So I'll probably trade the 100k into New York today. See if we can get a nice trade on gold and lock in some profits. But like I said, guys, earlier in the stream, I am expecting today to be more of a range-bound day. You know, we've had great breakout trades this week. Great breakout trades this week. I'm expecting more of a range-bound day today. So I will just be playing the ranges. I'm not looking for huge breakout trades. I'm also not trading personal either. Personal trades have been and gone. Huge moves on gold this week. So now we'll just look to play some ranges. Do you prefer to anticipate the morning star, or is it safe to let it confirm and enter? You can do both. You can do both. If you're not yet super confident with the plan, yeah, then it's best just to let the hourly morning star close and then take the other trade. But for me, I've been taking these anticipation trades a lot recently. Like here, I've been having great risk reward trades. Same as there was more in here. I've deleted them off. Like I say, I'm posting a YouTube video about it. But where's the other example? I've deleted a lot of them off, so keep it clean. But here was another example. In terms of risk to reward, you know, buying these anticipation trades gives great runs. But if you're still trying to get the plan down, then don't take the anticipation trades. Let the hourly close, confirm, and then just check the next hour. So the 4th candle, no. For the morning star, as soon as the middle candle tags lows and holds support, I'm buying. Check NQ right now. If I go on NQ and we're ranging, because you just made it sound like NQ's booming or something. If we check NQ and it's not booming, let's have a look. I'm just doing. We're doing the pretty much doing the same thing. Bit of a liquidity wick there, but tagging lows, breaking back above. When you're traveling, do you usually trade off Wi-Fi where you're staying, or do you use your personal hotspot? Just on my travel and trading journey. Nice. Good job. Good luck with it. Currently in Bangkok. Awesome, man. Awesome. Love that. Yeah, I usually just use Wi-Fi. Sometimes I'll use a hotspot, but typically I'm staying at Airbnbs to use their Wi-Fi because it's much better than hotels. Like when I've traveled and traded in Bangkok too. It's a very cool place to be. So good job on you taking that leap. Airbnb is usually good. Wi-Fi is pretty good in Bangkok from memory. One thing you can do is when you're traveling Airbnbs, you can always just ask the host to do a bit of a speed test. Sometimes they don't know what it is, but you can always just tell them how to do a speed test. Most hosts are like completely fine with that. And you can, what I do is I put it into like ChatGPT. I'm like, is this good enough for trading or streaming? And they're like, yes or no. Or and I'm like, fine. If yes, cool, I'll book it. If not, I'll look for something else. I don't really mind too much. But yeah, usually, I mean, you can hotspot as well, to be honest. You can hotspot as well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I need way more Wi-Fi for streaming than trading. Yeah, like internet-wise for trading, like most places will be completely fine. Obviously, have a hotspot as a backup, but most places, Wi-Fi-wise for trading will be more than good enough. More than good enough. Come on, Goldie. We've got about 9 minutes till this hourly close here. Love your trading style so much. You are so talented. Thank you, King Arthur. I appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know about today though. The talent's gone today. We've got gold shopping here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's have a look. Is silver awake? We're not missing anything. Make sure we're not missing anything on silver. Let me go with micro silver. Oh, look at that. Silver straight back down as well. Silver, again, I like the longs on silver. But if we don't do this, then maybe we do this before then doing this. Either way, I like these silver longs today. I don't know. Gold strategy is life changing. Yes, 100%, man, 100%. We've been following the gold calls this week. We've had phenomenal calls on this week on gold. I've made great money this week trading gold. We've called all these moves live as well. Huge moves on gold this week. You know, there might not be that much today, but we can't just look at today. We got to look at all the moves we've had this week. We've had thousands, hundreds and hundreds of ticks this week on gold. Hundreds of ticks. It's only Wednesday. We've had hundreds and hundreds of ticks. Called all these longs up. Where most people are trying to short these big moves, we called all of these longs. This whole entire move up. All the way back up into these highs here. That's what we've been calling this week. This whole entire move up. So if it doesn't work today, I'm like, who cares? We've had hundreds and hundreds of ticks this week. A loss or a losing day means absolutely nothing. You just got to maximize the days where it is as clear as day. And that was Monday and Tuesday. Clear as day, daily biases. Really, just dropped 100 ticks and back up in 2 seconds, really. Let's have a look. Let's go to the second chart again. Second chart for the second time this day. Look at that. Wow, yeah, look at that. Huge. Look at that. Massive liquidity wick. Huge rip down. Bam, straight back up. Where did you tap into? Right into some nice 30-minute lows. Look at that. Very nice. Here's some hourly lows too. Not quite. You got some nice 30-minute lows there. Nice support. Back up to VWAP. Gold trying to get back here, guys. We've got 5 minutes until this hourly close, which I'm sticking around until. Appreciate you guys being here as well. Remember, you guys on YouTube, drop a like for the Topstep stream. We are here every single day. If you guys didn't yesterday as well, guys, go back and watch the fast market stream from yesterday. Because that was a really, really nice trade. 200 ticks in like 8 minutes. It was a really, really nice trade. Hey Aaron, do you agree that trading is about maximizing your wins, but most importantly, minimizing your losses? Yes, definitely. It's not about being right or wrong. Like I don't care about being right or wrong. But if I'm wrong, I want to be wrong fast. And if I'm right, I want to be right for a longer period of time. For example, here, you know, this trade here, trying to buy gold up here, took the break even. I was wrong very fast. Again, took the longs here again. Took the loss like here, very, very fast. So it's about, you know, it's not always about being right or wrong. It's about understanding levels to, my stop may go down here in a second. It's about understanding levels to manage the trade. You know, the markets don't care about being right or wrong. All we can do is we execute, we manage our risk. But if we're wrong, the good thing about trading gold is gold does give you a lot of opportunities to admit you're wrong and cut your trades pretty quick based on candle closures. That's why I love gold so much. Like if I'm wrong on a gold trade, like a 30-minute closes against me, usually it'll close against me, retest, and then continue going lower. So gold does a lot give me an opportunity to actually admit I'm wrong, rather than just holding on to losing trades for the sake of it. So yeah, I absolutely agree. Well, look, I wouldn't add into this trade. I'm already in for this for 2 micros. I'm happy. I don't want to be at any more than 2 micros in a bit of a rangy day. If you really do want to add, you'd add on the potential morning star shaping up. Like if this hourly wicks back above, cool, then maybe you add into the next hour. But the thing to note here, guys, we got this hourly close coming in 3 minutes. If we close below this low here, I won't want to hold this trade for much longer. But if you really want to add, you know, just wait for a bit of a breakout. Maybe break back above this nice support, broke it, resistance, big resistance, which is around 36s if you do. Personally, I won't add into this trade. I'm happy just to have my 2 micros and see if we can run. But if you do want to, yeah, that's what I would be looking at. Any sort of breakout. You kind of see right now we're just support broken, resistance broken. So we would want to see soon this invalidate and then maybe do something like that. And then that's where you may add. I'm personally just sticking with my 2 micros here. Because if this trade does play out, you know, I'm looking for like a potential $400 trade, which to me will lock in a final green day for a payout on this account, which is more than enough. More than enough. We got 2 minutes here, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's see, Goldie. I want to see how this hourly is going to close. We want to see this hourly close back above this dotted line here, because this is the low of the previous hourly. We close below, we're closing below the low. We have to see this close back above this dotted line here. Last 2 minutes of this hourly. Let's see. So where gold can sometimes get that most amount of movement. I'm going to bring in a stop just here a little bit, risking about $110 here. $110 to see if we can make about 400. So pretty decent risk reward. We just need to see that volume. This is just previous hourly lows. If it doesn't close below hourly lows, the hourly is breaking bearish. See here. I want to see this hourly wick back above, maybe even close a little bit bullish. I want to see this close above here. Because if it closes below hourly lows, that's typically where you can come lower. See how this candle here closed below the hourly lows, you came lower. So if it closes below, we may come lower. So I want to see it wick back above. We got 1 more minute here, guys. 1 more minute. You can see it's a very, 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 very choppy day. Very choppy day, but we played the range well. Played the range well. How much frequent do you take a payout? I try and take a payout at least every month. I've had a pretty decent amount of payouts for the year so far. Let me show you. Let me see if I get it up here. Let me see. Where are we? How many payouts for the year so far? For the year so far, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 payouts for the year so far. Let's see here. Where are we? My head's in the way. I just tried to duck so you guys can see over my head. That was silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And another one illegible, but I'm going to build it up a little bit more. I'm trying to take at least like, yeah, 1 to 2 payouts, 1 to 2 payouts a month on average. So we've got the hourly close coming in here, guys. Let's have a look. So, oh, look at that. We did wick right back above the previous hourly low. In the last couple of seconds there, look at that. Look at that. Wicked all the way right back above that low. So for me, that's a nice, look at this, coming straight back down. I was going to say, it's a nice reversal now, but coming straight back down. Yeah, I'm just going to hold this trade, guys. Like I say, if it doesn't work, I lose $100. Who cares? That was a nice hourly closure to me. We wicked back above the lows. If we re-grab the lows, then maybe I will look for more longs into 10 a.m.-ish. So if it doesn't work here, guys, what I will look to do is I just want a clean chart here. We may do something like this. You may wick the lows again, and then maybe I'll buy towards 10 a.m. But for me now, I'm literally just going to hold this trade and just leave it. If it doesn't work, like I say, guys, I lose $100. But for me, I'm trying to buy gold all the way back up into 48.50 today. If you guys are next, I will try to keep you guys updated on there. It's just at the Aaron Trades. If not, we're going to get squeezed out. I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. I'm going to leave these markets, guys. Leave my entry, leave my stop. If it doesn't work, who cares? I'll look for more longs closer to New York. But I appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. Good session here this morning. And I will see you guys same time tomorrow. I'll also be in the chat for fast markets today as well, because the guys have a gold analysis coming in. So I'll see you guys there. Trade safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.